For me, he cannot get out of this contract because a lot of consequences that are going to face if he don't fight this, he fulfill this commitment. He's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who undefeated, retired undefeated. Unfinished business, the first one. Like there's a doubt, like I'm supposedly win the fight, and there's a lot of distraction on the first fight. I got injured my shoulder, my rotator cuff, so that's why I got operated out right after the fight. So we need rematch. So people deserve this.
He didn't know what he was signing. He definitely knew what he was signing. He definitely knew what he was getting himself in.
Manny Pacquiao confronted Floyd Mayweather live on TV after their rematch became caught in controversy, stating that fans deserve to see the fight and questioning why it was being described as an exhibition. He called on Mayweather to drop the tactics and honor what had been originally agreed upon in the contract.
I'm not 100% conditioned because ready for the fight because I have injury, shoulder injury. So that's why right after the fight, I go straight to the hospital and get operated.
Do you feel like he's ducking you? Like he may not be in as good a shape as you are right now?
Talking about ducking.
Jazz Mather made it clear that the exhibition idea is completely off the table, insisting the agreement is for a professional fight. He also suggested that Floyd Mayweather might be avoiding Manny Pacquiao because he may not be in peak condition or shape and could risk his undefeated 50-0 record if he loses.
Looking at this fight and trying to get this fight across the finish line, is he scared? Why would he else make up trying to turn it into an exhibition? So exhibition is completely off the table. He needs to, if he wants to be, look, he claims he's TBE. All the guys around him that are on his payroll claim he's TBE. Everyone claims he's TBE, right? But when you really look at it, the fans know Manny Pacquiao is an 8th division world champion. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather is not, right? Manny Pacquiao has certain accolades and achievements that Floyd Mayweather doesn't. Now, Floyd Mayweather has an undefeated record. So does Rocky Marciano. Great. He's not unique in any...
Robert Garcia said Floyd Mayweather is playing mind games to promote the fight and frustrate Manny Pacquiao, adding that the confusion over the contract and exhibition talk is part of his psychological tactics. He suggested Mayweather is using publicity and uncertainty to unsettle Pacquiao while keeping attention focused on their rematch negotiations.
And fooling the fans, the people interested in this fight, and everybody, just playing games to make it even a bigger fight, to make it a little more interesting, to make Pacquiao mad and frustrated, and because it's a fight that definitely Pacquiao wants, Mayweather wants. I think it's just Mayweather doing what he normally does, and controversy and making it harder for everybody. But I guarantee you that this man is training. This guy is always healthy, always staying in shape. So
Manny Pacquiao said he was immediately confused and frustrated when Floyd Mayweather publicly claimed their rematch was an exhibition, despite both parties having signed a contract for a professional fight.
At the Sphere in Las Vegas. And then a few weeks ago, Floyd said it was an exhibition and that the Sphere was not guaranteed as the location. Let me ask you, Manny, when you first heard that Floyd said, no, it's not a professional fight, it's an exhibition, what were you thinking?
I called Jazz right away. What happened? What happened? Like, that's not what we signed. Like, we signed a real fight. So, and he got his advance. Why he's announcing like this propaganda exhibition, that blah blah blah, something like that. So Jazz told me this. I don't have an idea. So let's.
Why do you think that he wants it to be an exhibition, even though he signed a contract?
Manny Pacquiao claimed that Floyd Mayweather is calling the rematch an exhibition because he is afraid of losing and damaging his perfect 50-0 record. He argued that the undefeated record is Floyd Mayweather's main legacy and business leverage, and if it is broken, he would lose his biggest advantage in boxing.
Saying after he signed a contract for a professional fight, no, it's an exhibition. Why do you think? Do you have an opinion, a theory?
I think he's scared of losing. I mean, he's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
I mean, he could leverage what you do. You've lost fights because you fought everyone, right?
Yeah.
So you're still one of the greatest fighters who ever lived, and you can leverage the fact that you're Manny Pacquiao. But you think it means that much to him to be undefeated, that even though there's so much money on the line and he's already signed it, he now wants it to be an exhibition?
That's I always say that, it doesn't matter if you're an undefeated fighter and you are. Yeah. What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Jazz Mather, when asked about Floyd Mayweather's advance payment, declined to disclose exact details, but confirmed it was an 8-figure advance. He also avoided commenting on Mayweather's personal financial situation, emphasizing that his focus remained strictly on the contractual and professional aspects of the deal.
Of the hype, a lot of the news coming out surrounding this fight that it may not happen, what would you say to those people?
So as of now, the fight isn't canceled. It's contracted. As I've stated in multiple interviews over the past week, there's been many contracts that have been signed, and not just one. Advances have been given. Loans have been taken out against the purse, right? Because this is a Netflix paper, so they're treating it as like a movie, a film contract, rather than a typical fight contract, right? So typical fight contract, you can't get your advance. You're gonna get a 10% or a 20% depending on the promoter and who you're working with, and then you get paid on fight night. In this case, it's a bit different because Netflix paper is a AAA paper and you can get cash against it. So you want whatever you want to call it, a loan, a cash advance, whatever you want to call it. He's taken money out against it, and it's with lawyers at the moment. He has a legal team that has got involved out of Los Angeles. They've reviewed everything. There's no.
Analysts say the controversy over whether the bout is a professional fight or an exhibition is surprising, since such details should have been finalized from the start. They believe the confusion is creating unnecessary tension and may even be a tactic from both sides to promote the fight.
Discussed from day one. I don't get that part. So maybe he's trying to piss Manny off a little bit, make him, fight out of his character. But Floyd's a winner, so he wants to win. So it might be skullduggery. Who knows?
Guys in the chat are asking where Paulie's at. Paulie's actually traveling today. He'll be back tomorrow. But he thinks that actually Pacquiao knows about this as well, and this is a work from both sides. And we're trying to get us to talk about it, trying to get the news media minute to be talking about this weekly, which we are. We have to. This is everything that these guys do when you've got living legends who are looking to fight again. It's gonna make headlines, and these consistent deadlines that they keep pushing and make this a little bit interesting, but it possibly could be just the work both of these guys.
Jazz Mather has confirmed that despite the ongoing controversies and public disagreements surrounding Floyd Mayweather's comments, the fight is still officially on. He emphasized that the agreement is for a real professional bout, not an exhibition, and insisted that all parties signed binding contracts for a sanctioned fight. Mather also stated that Mayweather's attempt to reframe the event as an exhibition contradicts the agreed terms and could be considered a breach of contract.
In news outlets and stuff yesterday, it is not canceled in any way. Floyd Mayweather is in a breach. He is officially in a breach. He's been in a breach since the day he went out and said what he said on Saturday, but he's officially in a breach as of yesterday. He has a cure period. There are certain things that he needs to do, and he has multiple breaches, not just one. So this was never an exhibition. It was never going to be an exhibition. It was never signed as an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao has no interest in doing an exhibition with Floyd. And just for the record, what the public doesn't know, Floyd Mayweather signed not one, not two, but 3 different agreements on 3 different dates with 2 different parties that ultimately got intertwined.
Jazz Mather said Floyd Mayweather signed 3 separate contracts on different dates with different parties, all clearly tied to a professional fight agreement. Because of this, Mather argued there's no possibility Mayweather misunderstood the terms, since each document was signed, paid against, and supported by formal legal records.
One was on December 14th. He received money for all 3 agreements when he signed them, okay? Not only that, he's taken an advance on his purse on this Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, okay, on his fight against Pacquiao. So there's another lender also that's now involved in this, okay? So,
However, when it comes to predicting the fight, sports analyst Max Kellerman has said Manny Pacquiao will win this fight easily. He stated that Pacquiao is the 2nd greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time, ranking only behind Sugar Ray Robinson, who is widely regarded as the greatest in boxing history.
That's number 2 on the all-time list. The CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, Jazz.
Experts believe Manny Pacquiao is still more active in the ring than Floyd Mayweather, especially when considering his more recent performances. In his bout against Mario Barrios, Pacquiao showed flashes of his trademark speed, sharp combinations, and aggressive movement that reminded fans of his prime years. His ability to close the distance quickly and throw punches in volume suggested that his natural athleticism and timing are still present. However, the fight also revealed limitations, as he was unable to maintain that high pace consistently throughout all rounds. Fatigue appeared to slow his output as the bout progressed, which is expected given his age and time away from full-time competition. Still, the performance reinforced the perception that Pacquiao remains the more active and defensively dynamic fighter compared to Mayweather, who has stayed largely retired from professional bouts.
But that's only because I had money on the fight. But I was in Vegas for that fight, and look, he fought a lot better than people thought he was going to fight. He hadn't fought in a long time. Speed was still there. Just the pace, he can't keep it up for the entirety of the fight like he used to.
Despite Manny Pacquiao's explosive speed, punching power, and relentless pressure, veteran trainer Robert Garcia believes Floyd Mayweather's style would still be the decisive factor in a head-to-head matchup. Garcia argues that Mayweather's elite defensive skills, precise counterpunching, and exceptional ring IQ are tailored to neutralize Pacquiao's aggression and volume punching. From his perspective, Pacquiao's athletic bursts and defensive rhythm could create moments of success, but Mayweather's ability to read timing, control distance, and avoid sustained damage would steadily take over the fight. Garcia emphasizes that Floyd's patience and tactical discipline allow him to adjust mid-fight and exploit openings as opponents tire. Ultimately, he concludes that styles make fights, and in this case, Mayweather's defensive mastery and adaptability would consistently give him the upper hand over Pacquiao's aggressive but less sustainable approach.
Floyd has been, totally out of the gym maybe. He has to pick Mayweather. Why? He's too skilled, man. Too skilled, too smart.
We see Pacquiao running the mountains every day with 50 people around him. He wants to be the first one, so he's killing himself. He's working his legs. He is a warrior, but at 48, his body can't take that much.
Age is just a number.
And I'll bet you Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape. He's not training behind curtains. That's doing workouts. That is not.
Many in the boxing community have criticized the Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao rematch, calling it a bad idea and a money-driven spectacle rather than a meaningful sporting contest. Critics argue that both fighters are past their primes, making the matchup more about nostalgia and profit than competition. Some fans and analysts believe the first fight already disappointed expectations and fear a repeat would be similarly underwhelming. Others say the promotion relies heavily on name value rather than current ability, pointing out that neither fighter regularly competes at an elite level anymore. There are also concerns that the bout would be an exhibition-style event, which has drawn growing backlash in boxing circles. Overall, many boxers and commentators view it as a cash grab that risks harming boxing's credibility if it fails to deliver excitement or legitimacy.
Sad in a way. It's turning into WWF versus being real boxing. Like, this is just, I don't want to call it ridiculous. I mean, you have the right to do something that you love. And if you can do it and make money off of it and turn it into a spectacle and give people an experience, I mean, there's something to it. If I could have saw Big George Foreman and Muhammad Ali even at the states that they were in later in life, get back into the ring. Like, they would have had to help Muhammad get to the ring. That, you know, Big George would have probably made it to the ring on his own, unassisted. And we got to see them get into the ring. And I'm not like, it sounds like a bit with it, which it is a little bit of a bit, but in actuality and reality, to see them in real life get back into the ring, even if it was just to like stand there and shake for the whole entire round, and Big George move around, like there could be some value. There's value to it because of what.
In a recent interview, Manny Pacquiao discussed his new business venture with Team Boxing League, TBL, where he has entered a 9-figure deal that expands his role beyond boxing. Under the agreement, Pacquiao becomes both an owner and active fighter for the San Diego TJ's franchise, marking a major shift in his career towards sports ownership and league participation. TBL operates as a team-based boxing league, where fighters across multiple weight classes compete for collective points rather than individual purses. The league uses a franchise model similar to major American sports, with revenue sharing, sponsorship upside, and equity participation for fighters. According to league representatives, this structure allows athletes to benefit from the long-term growth of their teams and the league itself.
An active fighter of the San Diego TJ's franchise?
Yeah.
What is all this?
So we're taking, you know, what we've basically done is we got involved in a sport. I mean, PBL is it's a team sport, right? So you're looking at men and women competing on the same team. Manny's going to have ownership in the San Diego TJ's.
Nice.
It's a league of destiny. So we help inspire, empower fighters and stuff, and we get them involved in this. Competitive, 12 different weight classes. And, you know, with Manny having ownership in that, it's a big thing. I mean, we've already been in business 4 years. They're looking to expand. Manny's going to be the first of many more people to join in this. In TBL, you know, the fighters actually have a piece on the upside on sponsorship participation, equity participation, revenue sharing from the actual fights, the gates, etc. So it's very, very, very different. You're not just limited to your purse. It's an NFL-like model. So it's, you know, the teams own the league in the end, right? So you have access to growth. As the league grows, the team grows. And there's some very, very, very big guys and big funds that are in.
Teddy Atlas believes the Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao rematch would be extremely close and could even end in a draw because both fighters bring different advantages at this stage of their careers. He argues that Mayweather holds a mental edge, pointing to his greater confidence, composure, and ability to control the psychological side of a fight. However, Atlas also notes that Pacquiao may have the advantage of recent activity since he has fought more recently and shown flashes of speed, timing, and rhythm in his latest performances. This contrast in Atlas's view creates a balance where neither fighter clearly dominates. As a result, he suggests that Mayweather's mental strength and Pacquiao's sharper in-ring activity could cancel each other out, leading to a competitive and potentially drawn decision.
As far as confidence, belief. All right, at the end of the day, the pick is what you've been waiting for, right? You couldn't wait for this. All right, the pick. Styles make fights. You know, that the style of Mayweather could still be a problem for Pacquiao. But again, Pacquiao has been the only one in there with a real fight recently. And I know the boxing business, you guys too, right? Could it be possible that these promoters, whatever, it is about money? Could they already be thinking about a trilogy? I don't know, call me crazy. I'm gonna call it a draw, all right? There it is. All right, that's, I hope you guys...
Is Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. still a real fight, or just hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Sync to video time.